Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and I'm reading Uncanny Avengers, issue number 22. Guys, this is a direct tie-in to the Secret Empire. This is it. This is it. This is literally like right before. This is the cusp. All right, so here's what happens. They brought Professor X's brain to, well, inside the Red Skull to Beast over in New Adelan so that they could try and, extract the brain. It's apparently the first brain surgery that Beast ever does, and it's successful. So they pull it out, and Rogue puts it in a cute little box. It's a little black box. It's very cute, all right? Anyway, Captain America comes walking with a shield. Oh, yeah, and this isn't a regular walk, guys. This isn't a regular walk. No. This is a Larraz drawing the APA from WWE beer shakedown money. That's right. Captain America actually has a shakedown walk going on. He's walking through, and you ever hear that song, "Move Aside, Let the Man Get Through"? Yeah, replace man with captain. That's the walk, all right? That's the walk. He's planning on getting stuff done. He walks up, he pulls Rogue aside, and he says, "Hey, yo, I want the box. I want the brain." All right, and she says no, and she goes flying out. And like Cap's mean, man. He pulls his shield off his back, puts it on his arm. He's getting ready to throw down with the Roguester. Well, she's not having any of that. She knows better, so she busts through a wall. Good job. Collateral damage. Call damage control. She flies outside. She flies already up, all the way up into the sky. Here comes Johnny Storm, and good move here. Very good move. She incinerates the box. So the brain is gone, cremation, all right? Cremation of the membrane. So, boom, we're done. Professor X can finally rest in peace. By the way, good send-off to The Undertaker, WrestleMania 33. All right, moving on. So, I'm going to give a huge shout-out to Jerry Duggan. He's the writer of this issue. He's the writer of the series. And really good stuff. He actually has Captain America on point. There's a point where he walks in and he says, "Oh, good job in defeating and capturing the Red Skull." Brother Voodoo says, "Oh yeah, we did it even though you disbanded the team. So hey, kudos to us." And it's like what a great little jab. Well, Rogers finishes out his direction to the soldiers, the SHIELD agents, and then he addresses, and that is precision military right there. You do not react. You respond, but you do not react. I absolutely love it. Jerry must have been in the military, or he must be an army brat. Anyway, also really good stuff. You got like the Disneyland comment. You got the Hangover is the worst enemy of the Avengers kind of comments, and like really funny stuff in here. Really funny stuff. This is probably some of the best writing for Deadpool that has ever been written for Deadpool. Look, I know the whole fourth wall break-in, 2 or 3 different dialogue box things going and all that crazy stuff. It's very fun. You get that with the Avengers, not necessarily in this issue, but you do get that in Avengers. You get that everywhere you go, all right? But the idea is that this was actually some absolutely on par writing for this series. I'm thinking that we're only going to get one more issue, next issue. That's the one where Simon Williams returns, Wonder Man. In the meantime, we might get more after that. I don't know. But for now, it really feels like everything's coming to a close right now. There's a whole bunch of really good stuff here. Deadpool at one point pulls out a 21-year-old cast-style thing of Glinchmore that he was supposed to be saving. This is some kind of a scotch that he's supposed to be saving for when Wolverine comes back. Guys, how perfect is that? How beautiful is that? He's saving this bottle of scotch for when his friend and his frenemy Wolverine comes back. That's amazing. That wasn't even necessary in the writing, but it was just such a heartwarming moment. You want more heartwarming? Fine. Rogue goes up to apologize for crippling Deadpool, and I know he'll get better. He always gets better. But the idea is she absorbs his cancer, just for a little while, just simply so that, he can feel better about himself. He could be him, like he remembers himself. And he says, but you won't love me if you know all the crazy stuff that's in my head. So she kisses him again. Oh, yeah, by the way, there was some serious kissing going on in this, all right? I'm not going to try and get into the whole Twilight Saga stuff. We'll say that for the X-Men playing softball. In the meantime, these two are like tongue wrestling like you would not believe. Moving on, so she also checks into his brain. And yes, she is completely freaked out by the things that she sees. But you know what? She gets over it because she's Rogue. And she's dealt with some pretty crazy stuff on her own. I don't know if you remember back in the original Genosha conflict thing going on, like the stuff that she had to deal with there. Yeah, Rogue knows how to deal with some stuff by now. Anyway, this was a fantastic issue. I'm going to give this issue an A. I love everything that happened here. There was not a single hair out of place. Okay, maybe the way they drew the cross on the hospital wall, that was a little bit wrong. Aside from that, this was seriously an on-point comic. I love the story. It moved on. It put us in the perfect place it needs to be. We got a little, hey, Simon Williams is coming back. We kind of knew that if we, actually turn on the news and look for comic book stuff, we see that. But yeah, it's right there at the end of this comic that he's about to rejoin us. Guys, after you are finished listening to this review, you need to go over and you need to check out the Captain America Steve Rogers comic, because this is basically a predecessor to that comic book. You have to read this one first before you read that one. No joke, there's actually a warning. I opened up the Captain America comic first and it said, no, go back and do Uncanny Avengers. So, okay, fine. I obeyed. I hear and I obey. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.